something that needs a little fixing on Far Point Farms.
Hey everybody, it's Eric over here at Far Point Restorations and Repairs, and as you can see, the 74 Super Beetle is kind of up in the air. We've been doing a whole lot of work on this thing, getting it ready for some serious driving. I'm going to make this kind of an almost daily driver. So engine's out. As you can see, oh my gosh, was this the nastiest engine I think I have worked on in years. And it made a god-awful mess in here. But check it out. It is all cleaned up. It is ready for new pistons, new cylinders. It's already got a new clutch and clutch plate put in there with a new rear seal. Oh gosh, I'm about to break my neck. Yeah, man. I'm going to be swapping the distributor out for an electronic ignition. Got new push rod tube seals. I mean, you name it. Let's take a look over here. I'll show you. Cylinder heads here. These are 1641, so it was a little bit of an upgrade. New push rod tubes, new heat risers, new alternator. A lot of new parts going into this one. Got a carburetor rebuild kit for that there. And so I'll be doing a separate video on how to rebuild a carb. So there you go. And back over here, this I've had this for ages, and I finally get to use it on one of these things. This is kind of ugly look. I'm gonna clean up the bay real good, clean out that area. I'm not sure if that seal needs to be replaced, but I'll diagnose that and figure out what's going on there. But I've got one of these chrome surrounds that goes in here, so that's kind of cool. Kind of a louvered chrome, so it'll really brighten up the engine bay. And I think it'll just look kind of neat, so I'm looking forward to installing that. That'll be going in before we put this thing back together again. Still got to clean those heater boxes up a little bit. They're nasty. But over here, using that new parts washer I had, we got all the tin cleaned up and all the parts polished, or we're going to polish all the other pieces there, but those are all been drying overnight with a fresh coat of flat black. And I'll show you what I'm about to get doing. Nasty. First thing in the morning, getting nasty. And here we are, the parts washer. And this stuff's been soaking overnight. Look at how nasty that parts washer fluid is already. I told my wife jokingly that I figured out a way to reclaim oil gunk and liquefy it again. You know, we straighten that out and put it right back in the engine, right? But we're going to wash all this stuff off real good, clean it up, brush it off, then paint it all flat black, and it'll be ready to get reinstalled. I figure have it back together and hopefully running by midweek, maybe by the end of the week if I take my time. But yeah, that's what's been going on here at the farm, and well, let's go back outside. I'll show you that's not the only stuff that's been going on. Well, we got that. There's the Subaru Engine. I finished building that last week. That is now ready to be installed into the bus, the Type 4 bus. And it's got the reverser for the throttle, custom intake there. Risers on the coils. Got it all set up. And I do have to add, when I get it off of that lift, or off that engine stand, I have to add that Kennedy adapter plate so it'll fit the Type 4 bus. And then we've got the bus, which is opened up for the morning. My wife's going to be doing a whole bunch of sanding today. And not a ton going on other than body work, you know, just prep work. We're not going to paint it before the winter sets in. We're going to prime the whole thing, do the body work on it, and get it down to just primer pretty much. And then we're going to pull it in and begin the engine conversion over the winter. And in the spring, when everything is in and it runs, we'll take a few test drives in it. We'll clean it all really good again, and then we'll paint it. And it will be ready for a big old-fashioned road trip. Anyway, that's an update on the farm here at Far Point Restorations, and I hope you're enjoying the summer's build projects. Take care.